Hello, how are you? In this video, I'll be redesigning an OC again. I think that a few videos ago I did the same thing with another OC of mine, 178. But this time I'll be doing it with Mr. President over here because I've been meaning to do this for a while and I sort of did it over the past few months or so, but I didn't actually do it the way I wanted to do it. So this is what I'll be doing in this video, which is making the president more inspired by the Virgin Mary because he is supposed to have that sort of vibe to him, I guess. I'll get in it in a bit. I don't know. I'll be doing another traditional video because I tried doing this digitally. I just did not have the strength to do it. My god, after losing all my brushes, I just don't want to look at Paint Tool Sci again. Even though I have the brushes that I used right there, I don't use that many. I didn't use all of the ones that I had before. They weren't really necessary, but still, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to look at it. Stop. I'll just be doing traditional for a while, I guess. I don't know. So, he is the president of Zelium, which is a country in my world encountered in the middle of South America. And he is sort of a monarch at this point. I'll get into it. I guess I can tell his backstory. So, his mother is Sarelia Sorrow, an old famous singer from the 40s, 50s, that sort of vibe. She has an old Hollywood, golden age sort of look to her, you know, the waves, the glamour, and that sort of old Hollywood type of stuff. But she wasn't from Hollywood, or she was, I don't know. I guess not really, since no, no. She did not make part of the Hollywood stuff because she didn't. I don't know, she's a singer. I don't know how it works, okay? I mean, I do. There it goes. It's starting again. No. No. I thought it was going to be normal, this video. When am I ever normal? What am I even saying? Anyways, so it was a singer. Was. Of course, was. We will get into that. And she was singing in places she started out singing in bars and then started getting more famous and whatnot for her singing because she was very melodramatic and people liked that, melodramatic, but also had glamour to her and whatnot. And then she meets a guy, except that guy was not a guy, it was an angel, so haha, oh no, there it goes, it's starting. So they have a thing, right? They become infatuated. Oh, baby. And then, stuff happens and ooh, she's pregnant. We will not get into the birds and the bees, but ooh. The guy is not happy with that because he knows that he is not supposed to have anything with humans, right? Angels aren't supposed to do that or whatever the Bible says. And then she's like, you won't leave me, right? And he's like, nah, but that child should die. Very normal phrase to say, 3 minutes in. And then she is very sad and she escapes him, and then she has a kid. And she's like, oh, my baby. And then he starts growing very quickly and she's like, oh, my baby. Oh my god. And then he is a very big child in comparison to others, and that is our Mr. President, also known as Soft Sorrow. Yes, his name is Soft. S-O-T-H. Soft. Now you ask me, why Soft? Why the fuck did you look at a guy and you went oh, he looks like a Soft? It's because it's the abbreviation for Son of the Heavens. Soft. Wow, I know. You would have never guessed. My god. Never to be expected. What do you mean? Half an angel, half a human, son of the heavens? Would have never expected. It's so surprising. Anyways, so he grows up. People are like, damn, you're tall, right? He's tall, right? And he's like, would never. At 13, being over 6 foot tall. So normal. And then he grows up and like his mom is like this huge deal, right? And he's like, well, you're cool, you taught me well, because like she taught him, right, to be normal, because usually like the giants become aggressive and whatnot. She did her best to teach him like to control himself and be like a nice dude and, you know, be a gentleman, whatnot, I don't know. And he was that. He did his best. He liked his mom a lot, so he did that. And he grew up being like, well, I want to do good for the world, and I want to do good because my mom always taught me to do good, so I want to like learn politics and, you know, partake in that and make a change. So he did that, and the country was like doing well, but not as well anymore because, you know, shit happens, I guess, wars and whatnot, and people wanted a change. So when he was like partaking in the elections, he did not expect to win because he was very young at that point. People chose him and he was elected, so that was very surprising because he was very young, like very young. You would not expect that. So he became the president of the country of Zelium, and then he was like, well, I have responsibilities now, I guess I'll do what I do. And then the economy went better and better, it went up. But with time he realized that he could not save everyone, he could not do everything by himself. And despite like most people there being economically well, the poor still exists. Selena is like one of those people, like she shows that side, right? In contrast to like him. And then during his election, that one JFK, was it JFK? I think it was. If I'm wrong, don't at me. I don't know the story of the US. I have other stuff to do. I don't live there. You think I care? No. The slander. I already slandered the Copic brand. Now I'm going to slander the US. Oh my god. I'm going to get banned. My god. Anyways. I don't know. His mom gets shot. Okay? I don't know if it's JFK or not, but she gets shot. He's very sad. Lost his mom. Then he has a kid. Do I get into that? Okay, so celestial beings, they don't reproduce like the way humans do. Or angels as well, I guess, because they also reproduce like that, supposedly. Which is, honestly, if you really think about like, angels, like, in the actual Bible, okay? In the actual Bible, like, angels fell in love with human women and they came here and they were like, yes, smash. But then you think about like seraphims or cherubims and whatnot, which are like eyes, or like, what is it called? Throne, which is a bunch of rings with fire. Or was it like just lower angels? I don't know. I have no idea. Anyways, I went on a tangent. So, like, they don't reproduce the same way as humans do. They do like, I don't know. Is it called mitosis? Is that it? I don't know. He like reproduces like bacteria. He just loses a part of himself and it grows into something else. Which is honestly a very wild thought. So like he has a thing with God and the devil, and they like do their doing. The devil falls in love with him, but he's like, I kinda don't like that sort of stuff, you know? Surprisingly, it's in my nature to not, but even so, like, I would not smash you. And she is not very fond of that. Oh, she gets mad at him, so she cuts his ring finger off, which I now look at, and I forgot to draw that as well. And I say as well, because guess what? I forgot a very important part of this whole redesign, which is the heart with the swords. I did this whole thing just to include that, because I've been drawing that for a while now, because I've been trying to redesign him, but I never actually took the time to do it. And I forgot it, so instead I did that on a paper, cut it out, and you will see that at the end of the video. So, where was I? Oh yeah, I forgot his finger cut off. Very fun. So that finger turns into his eldest daughter, Surimu, and then he is very happy. He has a child. He did not expect that. Lost his finger. Went to put it back. They were like, kind of too late. You know, we can't do it, but I don't know. Your finger looks kind of weird. It's starting to grow. Should we be concerned? And then child. Next, he has a thing with God. He meets God. God, how do you say it? Disguised, yes. Disguised as an angel. He finds an angel just in the middle of nowhere and he's like, what the fuck are you doing here? No, the thing is, he finds an angel in the city, right, at night. On a... Is it Fiat Uno? Is that... Or is it Ford? No, it's Fiat, right? That one car that's very blocky. That looks like that Cybertruck. Is that the name of that one? But it isn't that one. So he finds that angel on there and he's like, well, what the fuck? What's happening? And the angel is like, oh, I'm just chilling. Smoking a certain something, you know, a certain something, I will say that. Not the thing with the W, it's a certain something else that we won't get into because that's another story of mine. Guess what? I have way too many. My god, everything connects. Why did I do this to myself? I have no idea. So he finds that angel and they just start hanging out. That angel is just an angel, okay? Like, they have no gender, nothing. In no sense, whatever. They have absolutely nothing. It's simply an angel. It's just that. So, they start hanging out and he's like, I love you. That after hating the whole god of the universe and whatnot because his daughter got sick and then he cursed God for it because, I don't know, people do that, I guess. And then he and that angel start hanging out and they do fun stuff and whatnot, falls in love. And he confesses his love and then the angel's like, well, I'm actually God, so like, you know, that would be kind of complicated. Yeah. Can't really do that, you know. And then he is like, oh, I cannot believe that you did not save my daughter after I begged so hard. And then God is like, well, fuck you, I guess. I don't owe you anything, bitch. The fuck are you talking about? You think I owe you something? No, I don't. So then they fight, God curses him and then leaves. And then he's very sad because he lost the love of his life and also got cursed, but he doesn't know what it is yet, so I'm starting to lose my voice. I don't know. Actually, I think you don't know this, but every single time I do one of these voiceovers, I start losing my voice. Because I don't speak at all. My god, I don't speak at all. I don't speak enough. I guess I should do more of these. So then he, like, time passes and stuff, and then he at some point finds out that he has a tumor. Tumor? Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. Growing inside him. Very big. And then he's very sad and he's like, oh, so the curse was that. Well, I guess we'll remove it. But the thing is, right, like tumors are your cells multiplying like in extreme amounts. So like this mass that grew inside him, when it was removed, it was him. So that grew into another child. So he was like, well, I have another kid, except that I should be worried, shouldn't I? But the child seems fine. And then he has another kid, and then his two daughters grow up, and he's very confused. Because how did he have two daughters when... So he has two daughters, especially this new one, actually. Because the first one, she looks like him, right? She has extremely black hair. And instead of curly, wavy. But this one has straight brown hair. So he was like, weird. But it's my kid. I saw it. I've seen it happen. So I know it's mine. I cannot say it's not, so yeah. Grow up, shit happens, loses his daughter, gets extremely depressed. And traumatized too, because in the middle of that he loses his arm, which then turns into another daughter. This guy, you don't know how much he had to, like, pay for pads, okay? This guy spent so much on female stuff. It's very expensive, my god. We won't talk about that because that's another conversation that I don't think I should get into or need to. That's just depressing. So he has 3 kids, daughters specifically. Loses one, gets extremely traumatized to the point that he starts calling every single person in the country, like my child, he refers to them, like they go up to him and talk to him, which he lets happen. He talks to people just casually on the streets, and they're like, oh, what do you think of that? Oh, my child, what are you doing in the sun like that? It's so hot here, we're in the middle of South America, my god, there is only sun. Put some sunscreen on. My kid, please. Take care of yourself. And yeah, he's chill. Oh, also, he gets re-elected like so many times that he becomes basically the king of the country. So he's forced to use this crown and like the whole look that's inspired by the Virgin Mary because, I don't know. He gives that vibe, you know, sorrowful and depressed and losing and lots of stuff. Like the story of the Virgin Mary is actually extremely sad if we start thinking about it, but yeah, the whole story like of this, like with Zelium and all, it's very religious, I guess. I don't know why, I don't know at what point it became this, but it became this from very early on. My throat is killing me. I need to stop talking. Wait, give me a moment. Okay, so I just drank lots of water, half the bit. If you hear squeaking in my audio, it's my chair, okay? It's very squeaky. Anyways, I wanted to redesign him to be inspired by the Virgin Mary for a while now. I mean, he also is one, right? A virgin. He had kids without doing the nyeki nyek. The bing bing. What's my issue? I don't know, but like that's in his nature, right? No, but honestly, is it mitosis? I'm still thinking about it. I've been thinking about it for a few days now. I don't know. I left school knowing less than I knew before going to school. My god. So, yeah. Also, since like the whole celestial being thing, they are like very much gem themed, right? When they start like growing angry or like using their powers, they like do crystal stuff. They start crystallizing and whatnot. So his hand that he lost is a crystal there, and you can see it. His design is very much inspired by the whole Virgin. Like the crown is the what the fuck is it called? The one that goes on the head. What is it called? Oh my god. I knew it, the veil. The veil, also, even the neck thing I got from a statue from the Virgin, the heart with the swords too, that you don't see because someone forgot that someone was me. And even the belt, the rest is just a suit because that's what presidents wear, right? I don't know. Yeah, he is chill. On a daily basis, he just wears like a suit or a normal outfit. Oh, also, he doesn't show his face anymore because shit happened. And his face is not okay. Not fully. So yeah, he is a guy, I guess. Here you can see me putting the little sword and heart. So this is the finished drawing. He is just a chill guy. If he has like family stuff, he wears the hat that his mother used to use. But on social occasions where he has to present himself, he wears the crown because he is obligated to. So, I hope you enjoyed this. I need to leave. My voice is killing me. You don't know how much I need to cough right now. I hope you have a nice day and night. I'm so sorry that I'm never normal. I cannot be normal for never. I'm sorry. So, bye. Please come back. Don't leave me. Oh god.